Okay, so on this particular topic, I wanted to have more of a conversation. Am I surprised this happened? No. This is a repeat from California in the 1990s. Here's my thing. Better yet, before I even give my opinion, let's just go ahead and watch the footage. Now you can see him grabbing the said four water bottles, right? So let's continue. You see him pinning the four water bottles back. You saw him showing his shirt like he didn't have anything, getting ready to leave. He leaves the store. Now, here's the thing that I don't understand. When they were saying in the trial that the father was in fear of his son's life, so he went out there to try to protect his son, but his son was leading the charge. His son is a grown man. If anything, if he was a halfway good, decent father, he would have held his son back because, again, it was just a few bottles of funky water. The water is four bottles of water, realistically speaking. And this is at a cheap gas station, so you know everything is overpriced there. Let's say it's $2, right? I give it a benefit about that each bottle of water was $2. 2 times 4 is $8. So somebody lost their life over $8 worth of bottle of water, all because the father and son couldn't control themselves in their temperament. Sometimes you gotta let some stuff go. Nothing is worth $8. I'm sorry, if somebody left my house, my establishment, and stole $8 worth of water, I wouldn't care. I would call the police, push come to shove. I wouldn't go out there and try to be a vigilante badass. I just wouldn't do it. But for some reason, in the court systems, the media, the education system, everything is starting to show over and over and over again that black people don't matter. Now, South Carolina is a very interesting state. I live in Florida. You know, Florida, California, New York, and I believe in Pennsylvania. When it comes to the M word, they have first degree, second degree, and third degree. In this particular case, in South Carolina, they don't have that. They just have the M word. They have the M word, voluntary M word, involuntary M word, and other possible firearm related charges. So you don't have the first, second, and third degree that could get somebody put away, which that's a whole nother conversation in itself. But if you are charged with the M word in South Carolina, it's 30 years to life in prison. In some other cases, I shouldn't have said that word too early, but in some cases, you will not have a possibility of parole, right? Voluntary manslaughter. I might as well say it now. I think that's what this man should have gotten, in my opinion. Involuntary manslaughter, 2 to 30 years in prison. Or voluntary, excuse me. And then there's involuntary manslaughter too, which should have gotten with the 5 years in prison. Now, there is other footage of people fighting in the store and him brandishing his gun before. The man is very reckless. There's no reason for you to sit there and fight your patrons in the store. I don't have that video clip. I saw it earlier, and I was like, you know what? It's not worth watching. He was trying to fight some girls, pull them apart, something along those lines. And the one thing I find very interesting about this whole entire situation, when it comes to Mr. Chow, I have not seen not one Asian creator give any commentary, feedback, thoughts, or opinions about this whole entire topic yet. You know, a lot of times on TikTok lately, you'll see a lot of Asian creators talking about how we have one common enemy for the most part, and that's the people of this color, right? Which is fine. They talk about black and Asian solidarity. They talk about how a lot of the rights they wouldn't have because of black people. They give us our kudos a lot of the time, but I haven't seen anybody of Asian descent talk about this topic as of yet. Now, the footage is clear as day. The young man got 4 water bottles. He put 4 water bottles back. He showed his city that he didn't have anything, and he tried to leave. He did leave. He was actually off their property. Let's say that you wanted to chase somebody out your store. I would think you would stop at the end of your property line. You would have chased them the length of a football field and unalived them. And there was witnesses there that said the young man, the 14-year-old, did not show his firearm. Some say they didn't see one. Some say that it fell out when he was running away. Either way, he was not the aggressor with the firearm that he had. But Mr. Chow was. Mr. Chow loves to show his firearm. This video is out there. Go take a look. Go on X. Go on X. And you will see him brandishing his firearm when he's trying to break apart some patrons. And then you'll see those disgusting comments of people fully supporting him. Never mind the fact that any interaction like that can cost you your life or the life of others. The man was reckless. If he's too scared, too insecure, and not effective to run a store, he shouldn't have one. Now, this isn't a call to arms to do any harm to his establishment or anything along those lines. I don't believe in that per se for YouTube guidelines. But I will say this. This is just the beginning. And I feel like it's going to be a lot worse because let's not forget, the people that they are quoting right now is Chud the Builder. They're using his likeness and memes and everything else. And I made a video not too long ago saying that I believe that Chud the Builder is going to get off. And people will say, well, you don't know that. You're not a lawyer, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but I'm a Black American from the South. And when it comes to Black Americans in the South, our lives don't matter as much. They'll find any possibility to make sure that we don't get the justice that we deserve. And then we're told to pray about it, to give forgiveness. That's what we're told to do. So no. Anyway, let's continue. Now, it looks like the gas station already got tagged up and everything else like that. There was another clip I had where it showed there was a lot of police officers, like the whole entire police station was at that gas station today. And I was really surprised about that. And I was like, wow. They know they effed up. Because if it was a really true, accurate verdict that was deserved, all those police officers wouldn't have needed to be there today. Look, you guys tell me what you think. Are you just over this already? Time and time again, things are being worked against Black Americans. And the only ones who don't seem to see it that way are the ones that are not from America. That share the same skin color, that is, I mean. Oh, man, this is exhausting. It's exhausting. And you know what? This is why I have conversations with young men. When I say young men, like young men who are like, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. I would tell them how the world really is, what to look out for, how to carry yourself. And it's sad as a Black American, I still got to have these conversations as of today. You're never judged for your merit. You're always going to be judged based off your skin color. And as soon as you walk out that door as a Black American, you're going to be at a disadvantage, and that's just the truth. But I'm not going to go on around that. I just want to give my brief opinion on this. You guys tell me what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you. Be safe out there, and make sure you educate your loved ones. Have a good one.